When I'm in Oxford Street today, I wonder where the hell I am. I see the changes so dramatically, and I don't like them.
What is it in Oxford Street that makes you not like something? I mean,
well,
Oxford
you'll
Street...
cut me off immediately if I tell you, but
well,
I don't like seeing these long robes and women covered from head to foot.
All right.
I don't like it.
Yes.
I think it's
But
awful.
Ursula, are they... I mean, I imagine if they're walking down Oxford Street, they're tourists, because British people tend not to go to Oxford Street for shopping.
Sorry, will you speak up? I can't hear you.
I said, I imagine that they are tourists on Oxford Street because Brits generally tend not to shop on Oxford Street. It's too busy. It's like going to blooming in New York. It's like going to Times Square. New Yorkers do not go to Times Square.
Yeah, well,
Tourists
you can go to areas in London. Hang on. You can go to areas in London where you won't see any white faces or you won't see many English. So don't give me that one.
So who do you think you're talking to?
So
do you think
to a different society. I know because I used to work here in the 60s.
Yeah,
before you were born, most probably.
Yeah.
Because I'm a very old lady.
Yeah. So can I ask you? Do you think you're speaking to an Englishman?
You try your best. I've listened to you to make us all think you're educated at Eton. You bend over backwards to try to give us the impression you're public school.
Yeah, what?
I've listened to you.
Really?
It's a very cultivated accent you've got, and it's carefully, you've worked on it.
Am I deceiving people, am I? Am I trying to infiltrate the society to establish a caliphate?
You're trying to be something.
Yeah, what is that? What is it?
You're trying to be a certain type of person.
Am I trying to establish a caliphate secretly in Britain through infiltrating LBC and Global?
No, I've listened to you, and this accent of yours, this Etonian accent, you weren't born with it. You've cultivated it.
Oh, what was I born with, Ursula?
I've had enough experience with people to know what I'm talking about.
What was I born with, Ursula?
I've lived on 3 continents. I've visited about 80 countries.
Wow. What was I born with? Tell me.
I know where you were born.
No. What accent was I born with? You just said I wasn't born with this accent. So tell me what accent...
You weren't born with that accent.
No, so what was my accent that you think I've changed from?
Well, it wasn't the one you were born with.
What was it then?
I can't put an exact country to it. I couldn't pin you down to that, but I happen to know through experience that you have worked very hard to present over the air, and most probably in your life, this Etonian accent, because you love to give the impression that you're public school.
Yeah. Okay, so apart from... I'm not going to address that point, because actually it's just factually incorrect.
Well, that's the impression you give.
Because regularly I mention the fact that I'm a comprehensive lad that went to Cecil Jones and then Westcliff High and then ended up at the University of London. And actually I take pride in that, because I would probably be embarrassed if I was private school, because actually I like to think that I'm salt of the earth. Now, people may disagree with that, but I do regularly remind listeners that I didn't go to private school, especially when I'm speaking to lefty lovies who did go to private school and try and preach to me about why I shouldn't challenge Islamist extremism. And it's perfect and beautiful because they think they are of the people and they're the privately educated people, and they're trying to tell me what to think when they're meant to be, according to their philosophy, defending minorities. I'm talking about people like Corbyn. But anyway, Ursula, back to you. I'm trying to find out from you, or glean from you, what you think I am. I asked you if you think I'm English. You didn't answer my question. Do you think I'm English?
I think you need to calm down.
No, do you think I'm English?
I think that you need to calm down.
Ursula,
you really lose your bottle, don't you?
I'm actually laughing at you, but I'm asking you whether you think I'm English.
You
Please
couldn't
answer the
laugh
question.
at me, dear. I'm too far above you.
Oh, wow. So you got some supremacist tendencies.
Above you,
is that
you
white supremacy, Ursula? Is it white supremacy that you harbour?
What are you talking about now?
I'm asking you whether you harbour white supremacy.
I was talking about the changing face of London because I worked here in the 60s.
Do you think...
I worked all over.
Oh, so can you answer one question? Can you answer one question I put to you, please? You're on radio, right? I'm asking you whether you think I'm an Englishman. I'll also ask you whether you think white people are superior. Can you answer at least one of my questions, please?
Do I think black people are superior, did you say?
No! I said, do you... For the 4th time! I said, do you think I'm English? And number 2, do you think white people are superior to brown people?
You tell us all you are not.
No, I'm asking you whether... Forget what you think I say, because I'll tell you what I think once you answer my question. Do you think I'm English?
No.
What do you think I am?
British.
But not English?
Well, there is a difference, you know. You can be British and be born in Hong Kong. You can be British and born in Nigeria.
No. But England is a country, right? So.
No, you're English if you're born in England.
And right? I'm born in England, right? So I'm English.
Yes, but okay, you can also be...
Oh, well.
Hang on.
Yeah, so you do agree I'm English?
Do you know, I don't give a damn.
No, but you clearly do give a damn, because you've called onto my radio show and you've complained when doing so about how London's changed and it's not white anymore, so I'm asking you whether you think I'm English.
What's that got to do with it?
Well, because if I am English, and the majority of London, by the way, is English still... it's people either British or English. It's either people born and raised in England or people born and raised in Britain who moved to London. London is still majority British and or English. It may not be majority white, but it is... white English people in London are still the largest chunk of people, but not the majority of people. But the majority of people are still British and English who are in London. So when you say London's changing, it's not British anymore, it's not English anymore, I'm trying to get to the bottom of what you mean, Ursula, which is why I'm asking you these questions. If you think I'm English, then it's great. You can answer my second question. But I'm not so sure what you believe at the moment, because you seem to be changing your views.
Well, okay, you say you were born here, but you have a culture behind you that certainly did not speak with an Etonian accent, which you break your neck to speak with.
Well,
your accent is
I don't know what your fascination with my accent is, really. I have no idea why you're fixated. I don't know.
It's all about pretense.
Well, the thing is, it's really interesting, because... The undertones of your conversation, everyone can hear, right? So when you're... I'm laughing, I'm not actually shouting at you. If you say, calm down, don't shout, you put on an accent, you're not really English, everyone can hear you, Ursula. And the fact you're not embarrassed about speaking like this is really, really fascinating. Now, I don't know whether it's because you've got up on the wrong side of the bed, or in your old age you've turned into a bigot, a bit like our previous caller, John, who said he was 76 and said the same thing as you're saying. Whatever it is... I'm trying to hold a conversation with you, but rather than just throw insults at me, could you please try and focus? I know it may be difficult for you, but I'm asking you to try and focus. Do you think white people in Britain and in England have more rights, or should have more claim to this country, than brown people in England?
I don't know.
It's quite a simple... relatively easy answer, so most listeners would say no. It's like saying, I don't know, if I ask you whether you think adulteresses should be stoned to death, which happened to me once, by the way, on this radio station.
You most probably have a list of statistics in front of you, which I don't
No, I don't. I have nothing. I'm just asking your view, your opinion. Do you think white people have more of a claim to this country than brown people who are born here?
Again, I don't know.
Why can't you say no? Why can't you see us all as equal?
Well, because I don't know.
So you don't think we're equal?
I think it's a deep, deep philosophical question that you just can't give with a sweeping answer.
It's quite a straightforward question if you don't want to be called a racist.
No, it's not a straightforward question at all.
It's quite a very straightforward question.
I went yesterday to a famous hospital, and I was treated by a Nigerian professional person. This person was wonderful.
Did they help you?
She treated my eyes.
Yeah. Did you tell them your dodgy views?
Of a lot of pain, and I said to her, she's from Nigeria, I said, you're a healer. You people are blessed. You're healers. So don't throw stupid questions at me, please.
You know what, I'm going to show Ursula some mercy, because actually I've just realised that there may be some age-related issues going on here, so I'm not going to push you any further, Ursula. Thank you for that entertaining conversation. I think you've done enough to pretty much damage your own reputation.